legend. This is all legend. If I were to go over to the Easter shop right now, and I were to open it up, theoretically, there should be some new skins. New skins here. As you can see, yes, it is. They added the freaking dog pan. Not only did they add the new dog pan to the game, they also added the Lilac haunting, which is the one that I'm going to be trying out really fast. We're going to take a look at both, and then apparently, when you use Connie's ability, something special happens, similar to that of her other skin. In case you didn't know, something pretty cool happens when you use her ability. Either way, here's Lilac haunting, and here she is. Oh, wait, dude, her hat looks sick, actually. Yo, dude, this is epic. Also, fine, I'll show you guys what the Pebble skin looks like, too. Give me a break, okay? Calm down. Calm down. Go ahead and give me served Eggy. Served Eggy coming right up. Super cute. Super cool. Oh, wait, it's actually on a piece of toast. I didn't know that. The real question is, if you try to pick up Pebble right now, would he be stuck on it too? Alrighty. It is time for us to join the public lobby experience. My goal is to be the fastest moving Connie you've ever seen in your entire life. Real question is, how long is it going to take me to join a public run? I'm going to guess way too long. ABC for Pebble only. Dude.
It's just me and you and all of the people, and I don't know why.
All right, so far I've been here for 2 minutes. Once we get 8 people, we should be able to do a full game and get to at least floor 1 million. Small goals. Small goals. This guy knows who I am. Oh, come on. They're actually doing the Pebble. Dang it. I could totally join the Pebble only army. Do I? I'm just kidding. I need to show you what Connie's ability does. It's so cool. Poppy just said, I'm not on my brother's account. I'm not new. Bro, that definitely sounds like you're coping. I definitely think you're new. It might actually be impossible to find a group. I need to show my ability now. All right, we got a group. If I don't make it in, I'm going to be triggered. Okay, we got a full lobby. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone take a guess right now. How long do you think it took me to find that lobby? As soon as I joined the new lobby, not the first one, I started recording. 6 minutes and 43 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, that actually is faster than expected. Okay, now that we're joining the game, we have to use 2,000 IQ. And how do I rub my 2 brain cells together and use 2,000 IQ? Oh no, we got the Poppy. I'm grinding for him. Dude, bro's grifting. Bro's grifting for his brother. You know what? Hold on. I'm just gonna say cap. Stop the cap. You're lying. You're lying. I know you're lying. All right, we're going to hang out, have a ball until I get the chance to use Connie's ability. No, I'm serious. Nuh-uh. I'm just going to rage bait this guy. True or not true, it's fine either way. I do concur. Dude, he's calling me a girl. How dare you misgender me? I am a man. I am a bony skeleton man. I'm hearing someone getting smacked across the face. Some might say the smack heard across the globe. The smack heard through the wall. I'm in your walls, actually. Oh my god. Once I get to floor 5, I'll show you guys the ability. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you guys a story. A story of when I went to the Hunter exam. So if you guys know the anime, Hunter x Hunter, in the show, there's something known as the Hunter exams. In the Hunter exams, there's multiple different phases, a percentage of the whole group slowly start getting eliminated from. Well, what if I told you that anime, you know, the one where people literally die and stuff, I competed in that in real life. I'm actually not kidding. I did. It was held in Washington, D.C., and I competed in this in late March. And all of you guys are asking, did you win? Well, how about you keep listening to my story? So the day started off around 8 in the morning. I got up probably around 6:30. I ate so much bread, so much honey. I probably ate enough to feed myself for an entire year. I might not make it to the elevator right now. I'm that slow. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was close. That was way too close. Okay, from now on, staying close to the elevator. And I didn't get to use my ability there either, so that was bad news bears. Either way, it starts off at 8. Phase 1 is the run. In the form before we signed up, everyone was anticipating to run somewhere between 10 to 16 miles. I am a long distance runner, so I was in fact hoping that it would be longer. The longer it was, the more likely I was to make it to the next round. This guy is still talking about how he's on his brother's account. I really want to say Cappy. I won't rage bait this guy anymore. Either way, we get to the event, and then right before the race starts, they reveal to us how much actually the distance the run was. Keep in mind, I was prepared for 10 to 16, so I had been preparing my body to run the fastest about half marathon I could. They revealed that it was someone's dead. They revealed that the race was a 8 miles. It was only an 8-mile race. I was very disappointed when I found that out. I was especially disappointed because I allowed myself to start in the very back. And when we started, we all had to, like, funnel into this area like sheep. Like, we were getting, like, herded. I basically had a 2-minute setback from the time everyone got a start. And if it's only 8 miles, those 2 minutes could matter, dude, because all these people, they want to win. They want to win bad. But I started off slow and steady because everyone knows slow and steady wins the race. And I really just didn't want to burn myself out because this course was extremely hilly. It was dirty. It rained the night before, so there was a lot of puddles everywhere. Alas, I am a long distance runner, and I guess I was one of the most conditioned people there. So out of the 1,000 people that were there, and I started dead last, I kept passing people and passing people and passing people. Kept running faster and faster and faster because I was actually really scared. I was really intimidated that I was gonna make it because I started so far in the back. When you start so far in the back, you kind of lose the understanding of how many people are ahead of you or behind you, because only 50% of the runners that were running were gonna make it to the next phase. Every phase getting more and more and more brutal and cutthroat. With that being said, about 5K in, so around 3-ish miles into the race, I finally asked someone that I was next to when I was passing someone, because I was passing people left and right at this point. I asked him, hey, how many people are ahead of us? And he told me about 40. And I'm like, what? Dude, they want me to die. They actually want me to die. Why was Goop running the twisted around in front of the elevator? Like, seriously. I'm not allowed to use my ability right now. Either way, he said there was 40 ahead. And instead of getting excited knowing that I was going to make the cutoff, I had a goal in my mind. My goal in my mind, and I knew what I had to do. I knew I had to finish that race top 10 because I was not that confident in my abilities in the next phases. I just knew for a fact that I was a runner, or I still am a runner. Either way, I kept passing more and more and more people till finally I caught up to some guys. I'm assuming we're closer to the front. I started talking to them and I asked them, hey, do you guys know how far you guys are in? And they pointed at themselves. He said, I'm 11 and he's 12. So I was running next to 2 dudes that were 11 and 12 in the race. So that's it. There's only 2 more people ahead of me. So I gunned it. Because let me tell you something. The guy that was ahead of me, he was so far ahead of me. He was at least a quarter of a mile ahead of me. But I turned on the jets. I was built for this. I was anticipating that the run was going to be at least 6 miles longer. I had the endurance. I had the stamina. And when we finally got down the final stretch, I saw the number 9 in my sights. And I guess we both had the same idea because he started sprinting when he felt me on his tail. So what did I do? Was I going to let my ego go to the side? Was I going to allow myself to have it because I didn't want to sprint? No! I sprinted with him! And so literally at the finish line from a poetic anime, we're running literally shoulder to shoulder to finish this race. Huffing and puffing right next to each other. But then it happened. It happened. He ran out of gas before I did. And I crossed the finish line getting my number and being told that I finished the race 9th, making sure that I was in the top 10 and that I made it to the next phase. Also, the dude that said he was on his sister's account just dipped. So I'm still confident he was capping, guys. So either way, I made it to the second phase and I was ready to go. A little overworked. The second phase was called Assassin. And inside of Assassin, do you know what we had to do? Everyone had a flag, and you needed to get 4 points. That was the only rules. Not true. Your flag, your own flag, catered to you. Everyone had a number, was worth 3. So you had to keep your own flag, because everyone else's was only worth 1. It was only worth 1. So you had to keep your own. After I found this out, my heart was racing. I was exhilarated. I was terrified, honestly. Especially after I watched the first round of people playing against each other. Someone left with a bloody eye and they were concussed. And some of these guys that were there were literal, like, anime villain bodies. Like, they looked like they wanted to choke slam me. If they accidentally breathed on me the wrong way, they might have crushed me. So, the first round went, the second round went, and it got scarier. And then the third round went, and it got scarier. And then finally, it was the 5th round. And, well, when it came to the 5th round, there was no more hiding it anymore. I had to compete. And I'll be honest, I was shaking like a freaking twig. I was genuinely terrified. With that being said, though, the gunshot sounded, and it was time for us to compete. And a lot of the strategy during this time was to kind of wait until someone had their back turned or they were going for someone else, and you would just drive by if you could, grab their flag, put it on you, and get the flip out of there. Except that wasn't really working out because everyone had already found out this strategy at this point. So everyone was attentive. And me being me, I chose to stay closest to the people that looked like they were the best at running. Because go figure, why wouldn't I? With that being said, though, I danced the dance, and I reached behind someone as we stood up next to each other. Like, there was a lot of times where you would size someone up, and you'd be staring adjacent to each other, and then one person would go for it, and then you'd be scared. They'd back away, but I was in the joust. I was going for it. I faked to the left, and then I went to the right, and then I went to the right. I grabbed his flag, and he didn't grab mine. As soon as I started running away, he grabbed me by my arm and pulled me down to the ground. I started panicking. Other people started surrounding me like a hawk. But there was only one thing that mattered. I reached for my tailbone, and I still felt my flag on me. I put his on and made it to the exit, and I made it through phase 2 with my flag and eliminating someone else by my own hand. With that being said, it's time to find out if Connie's ability is true. For those of you that don't know, with the other ability, when you used it, her poof is the color of the skin. So her other skin poof's pink, and her original poof's blue. The real question is, am I about to poof purple? I did poof purple, and my silhouette is purple, which is only unique and exclusive to Connie's skin. Either way, with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to hear the end of my Hunter x Hunter story, and if I make it to the finale, comment down below. See you guys.